Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Tim Iqbal, a portrait and fashion photographer and also a filmmaker based in London. And today, guys, I want to share with you guys something really interesting. So, guys, the recent trend in the filmmaking community is most filmmakers are actually moving to DaVinci Resolve as their NLE. Um, their editing thingy, and they're leaving Premiere Pro, most people leaving Final Cut or something. And we all understand the process and how tedious it could be if you're trying to learn a new software for you to do your editing, if you probably you're used to using Final Cut to like do your edits. And yeah, there's a good reason why people are moving to DaVinci, which is best known to them, because I use DaVinci too. I use Final Cut. I use Premiere Pro. I literally like I use everything. So the thing now is, if you find it tedious to start learning a new application all over, but you want to be able to have the ability to use or have um some of the uh plugins, or some of the things they use on, let's say, DaVinci Resolve. So I have a good news for you guys. Most people who move to DaVinci Resolve oftentimes use some particular plugins. That's if they're not using the normal DaVinci interface like the node structure and all of that, but they still use or let's say some still use a plugin, and most plugin in which most people actually drive towards is actually the answer Pro plugin. And there's a reason behind that, because the answer tends to give you beautiful film simulations. Their grains are amazing, and the interface itself is kind of like easy for you to understand and use. So the answer Pro is available on DaVinci Pro, and it is also available on Final Cut Pro, and also it's available on your iPad, like literally on iOS. Since the answer is on DaVinci Resolve and also the answer is on Final Cut also right now, you can as well have the ability to do what you would have been able to do in DaVinci on Final Cut. So this actually saves you the stress of having to learn DaVinci from the scratch, and you being able to still have like the same plugin they use on DaVinci on Final Cut. So today I'm going to run you guys through how I would use the answer plugin on my Final Cut to actually have a nice looking color grade. And I'm going to come to my computer right now and show you guys how I would do that. So let's jump straight to my computer. Guys, welcome to my Final Cut, and as you guys can see, I have a timeline right here which I already completed. It's a fashion film I shot in London. And guys, you can see this particular clip right here. This is straight from camera. This is the log footage. This was shot with a Sony A7 IV and at with S-Log 3, and this is it, like straight from the camera. And right here, when I applied my DeAnswer Pro plugin, I've done the color grade already, and this is how the footage actually looks like, and I love the way the footage actually looks. So the answer is available for Final Cut, and if you guys want to actually um get using this particular application, I have a discount code for you guys. You should be having a 10% discount code discount. I'm gonna put the code right here. And without further ado, let's jump straight into this particular footage, and let me show you guys how I actually edited, or sorry, how I color graded this particular footage. So what you have to do is, after installing the DeAnswer Pro application, you come down to your installed effects and you come down to your film emulation, then you drag the answer Pro onto the clip you want to like color grade. Or if you don't want to drag, you just double click on the answer Pro and it's going to get applied. And if you don't want to edit each clip, you could just create the adjustment layer on your timeline and apply the answer Pro to it. So After I've done that, you can see what I did, guys, is I literally came here because this source option is asking you to is what it means, the it's more like asking, is the footage you currently have right there, is it log footage, is it a rec 709 footage already? Because if you don't want to use this option, it's left to you. You could already have your footage transcoded a um from a log footage to a rec 709 already, or probably the footage is a rec 709, so you just need to like pick that option right here. But because I know I shot this as S-Log, so I decided to choose camera. So when you click on choose camera, as you guys can see, you click the exact camera you use. So I'm gonna go down to Sony because I use the Sony, and it asks you to choose the camera A7 IV, and boom, after picking A7 IV, it asks you what format did you shoot in, and I shot it in S-Log 3 at ISO 800, and it's going to automatically apply the rec 709 to the particular image if it's a shot in S-Log or whatever. So then what I did afterwards is, because I saw it was bright, I decided to reduce the exposure. I decided to add a little bit of temperature to it and just make the image look good from the start. And guys, if you want to see much more detailed range, I tend to use the DaVinci Pro for DaVinci. I made a video already, which I'm going to put a link right here for you guys to watch that one if you use DaVinci Resolve. And I did almost the same thing I did on DaVinci, which I'm doing right here on Final Cut. So I decided to come down to my film this time. I decided to use the Kodak Gold 200 for this particular look because I like the way the Kodak Gold looks. So you see, if I on enable it, this is how the footage looks like, and after applying Kodak Gold, so because color grade is more like a feeling, so it's what you actually like lean towards, you could actually color grade your footage as. So this time also I decided to add a film compression, and as you guys can see, it's just what it does is it actually affects more of the highlights of the, I don't know if YouTube compression will be able to make you guys see what just happened there. So the whole idea was I just I adjusted the impact and all of that. So this I also come down to the expert. So literally what the answer does is it saves you the stress of having to go through all of the menus. Like imagine if you're trying to use Final Cut's native plugin, you have to start coming through all of these ones. Once you're done with the temperature, you have to click add color board and we add color wheel. All of the stress, it's actually going to like save you all of the stress. So I'm going to come back right here, and I'll move on to the print. What I also did to the print also is I picked a profile, and the profile I decided to use in this one is the Kodak to 2383 frame print. Literally, to be honest with you guys, I would say if you're trying to use this application for the first time, I would say play around it, get a couple of footages and just try different things and see what works for you. Because what works for me, the way I would like my footage look like might not be the same way you would like your footage looking. So it's best you play around everything. So I decided to use this Kodak film print, and we have options. Initially it's going to be in linear if you are using it for the first time, and as you can see, that's what the linear looks like. But I decided to use the Kodak 2383 film print, and this is what's giving me right now. Then and okay, one thing you guys need to observe is sometimes you might decide to apply, like do something right here. Let me turn this off. Okay, so sometimes you might decide to like try to move the wheels around, or like move the sliders around, sorry, and nothing is happening. That's because you haven't actually enabled it. Down below you can see enable. You need to actually enable it for you to actually see what's happening on your footage. So right here I decided to add like the film grain because yeah, I love grains a lot. Even if I'm shooting my photos, I love to apply grains, and my videos also, I just love the film grain. So I decided to add the film grain, and I moved the sliders around to adjust the amount of grain and how I actually want the grain looking in the footage. And yeah, elation also, boom is to actually like boom the highlights, as it says. So remember, always enable and then play around your sliders to get the perfect thing you actually want. So yeah, that's literally all I tend to do on what's the name, on the answer on Final Cut. And guys, again, this is straight from the camera, and this is with the answer. And this was what I did, adjusting everything I need to adjust on the answer, and I was good. Just using one plugin, and the footages look film like it looks nice. So guys, as I said, if you would like to download this application and use, even if it's the trial version, you could actually download it and use. And yeah, I have a 10% discount code, and yeah, it's down in the affiliate link down below. And also guys, the answer is not just for Final Cut, it's not just for DaVinci, it's also available on iOS. So for those guys who want to just do stuff on the go on their iPads, and also the answer is available for it. So I hope you guys have been able to like just learn something from this video. If you have, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and also hit the thumbs up button. And if you do not like this video, you've not learned something, you could hit the thumbs down button twice. So I'll be seeing you guys in my next video.
Wish you could slide into my mind and make me mine.